Getting into the swing of things in Vietnam. Cycle Talk's been on the road in Vietnam with Vietnam Motorbike Tours touring the Western Ho Chi Minh Trail. Here's the story. Here we are in Hoi An, which is just up the road from Da Nang, where you can fly into, from a domestic flight into Vietnam. It's in central Vietnam on the coast, beach resort, and this is the sort of accommodation you can expect to find around here. Beautiful pools, lovely rooms, great food, cheap drinks. Great place to have a holiday. Now, the best way to see Vietnam is on a motorcycle. We're here with Vietnam Motorbike Tours. They're going to take us up into the mountains tomorrow. We're going to do the Western Ho Chi Minh Trail. We're looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy what you see on Cycle Talk TV. Many Australians are under the delusion, really, that Vietnam still has this big issue with the Vietnam War. But that finished around about 40 odd years ago, and the vast majority of Vietnamese are actually under 40. Once the war finished, they rebuilt the country and they went out and bred, and there's now more than half of the population's under 40. So it's granddad's war, or maybe dad's war for the slightly older people.
Thanks, Nigel. Now, even though the war is a bit of ancient history here, the locals still see it as a bit of a way to bring tourism in. And for a lot of Australian tourists, the war still is something they want to see about. And one famous place we're going to visit is Khe Sanh. You know, made famous by the Cold Chisel song. So that's one cool place we're going to see. And we're going to still visit the Western Ho Chi Minh Trail, which has got a lot of war history. So we're looking forward to that. Okay, we're here at Khe Sanh on our Vietnamese motorcycle tour. Most Australian viewers would recognise the name from the Cold Chisel song, and it's a site of an American air base during the war, massive base, and it's now a military museum. And interesting for the point that the museum shows what happened here, but it's not all one-sided, and thousands of soldiers died on both sides. It's a really interesting place, and also interesting for the point that most of the military vehicles on display here are American. Well, we're on the section of the Ho Chi Minh Trail, or the Western Ho Chi Minh Trail, which runs from Khe Sanh in the south up to Phong Nha in the north, which is part of the World Heritage Area. And this section here, you know, back in the Vietnam War was all dirt, and it's what the track that Ho Chi Minh organised his people to supply his troops further down. And the American Army really tried to bomb the hell out of it. And now the road, the distance is around about 260 k's, and there's something like 7,000 corners in it. And if you're going straight for more than 300 or 400 metres, you're doing really well. And the road is one of the most enjoyable rides I've ever had in my life. The scenery is unbelievable. You go everything from this sort of vista here through the middle of the jungle, mountain peaks, the whole lot. And I'll tell you what, if you ever get the chance, come and do it.
Vietnam Motorbike Tours took us to many places along the way, including museums and other places of interest. Obviously, there was lots of the military, which we all loved, and we also were fascinated by the amount of kids who would come out and wave at the Westerners on the big motorcycles.
Well, we've basically finished our week-long tour of the Western Ho Chi Minh Trail with Vietnam Motorbike Tours. We're at the old imperial city of Hue, which is situated about halfway up the coast of Vietnam, right on the South China Sea. And it's a fantastic city full of history. And one thing about this whole trip, the Vietnamese people are really friendly, it's a great culture, the food's fantastic, the roads have been unbelievable, and it's one of the best trips I've ever done. I really think if you want some adventure and you want to sample some other cultures and you want to do it on a motorcycle, get to Vietnam on a Vietnam Motorbike Tours.